Alright, what's up? I'm X-Factor, this is Minecraft, and today I am here in my map that I have talked about 2 or 3 times before in videos, I think. So yeah, what this is going to be is this is going to be a brief, probably brief video series about making a map and looking at some of the mechanics. I'm not going to cover the whole map making process because it's rather boring and repetitive, but maybe we'll look at some interesting mechanics and stuff like that, especially surrounding these command blocks. I'm not going to make videos of me typing constantly into command blocks, but maybe we'll look at some scoreboard and capture things at some point. So the first thing we'll do is I'll just sort of preview what I've done, because I made this originally without the intention of making a video. So we'll start over here, actually, after doing that. This is the spawn, this is the always day sensor. This will only work if there's a player within 1,000 blocks, because you can, I'll get into that later, but there's going to be multiple maps. So we'll start over here, and this covers the entire spawn area. The main spawn point, according to MC Edit, is right here at 0, 0, or yeah, here where I put it. And what this will do is it'll change your game mode and teleport you into this room here. Because when you start a server, you don't there's a wide spawn area, and that just sort of pinpoints it. So what we have here is the main waiting room, if I can speak English. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change my game mode back to creative, because you can see here we're going to change the game mode in the map. So what I'm going to have is one stage and then 5 different game modes surrounding that stage. There'll be minor variations of the stage, but ideally it'll be the same. And then we have randomized team buttons and custom team buttons, which I'll get into in a second. So what this does is this just... Oh, right. No, it doesn't. Well, yeah. They changed how comparators update. What did they do? They did this. So, yeah, that one's in the right spot. But they changed how comparators don't constantly update pistons, so this doesn't work. I haven't updated it yet. So, because I've been working on other things. So here's what we got. We got this nice selector panel here with the beautiful slabs, and if I press that, that's going to put it on the team battle, which is team deathmatch. Rumble mode, which is essentially free-for-all. Capture the flag mode, which is capture the flag mode. Attack and defend is similar to demolition on Call of Duty, I think, is what I'm going to do. And game mode that I haven't decided on. I have a couple ideas that I've been tossing around in my head. So, don't press buttons too fast. Wait until piston sounds stop. So, what we have here is a beauty of redstone that I'm really proud of. These pistons, I should point out, aren't functional. These are, because it says wait until piston sounds stop, these are user feedback because of all the repeaters. So all the command blocks get activated. So, how this works is we'll trace this one here. This is just a selector panel, all wired up nicely. And then this piston will allow the signal to pass through here, which will turn this torch off, which will let this torch come on, which will start this line here, and that will say team battle mode selected right away. All these do here is this beauty of redstone. The colored wool goes repeater, block, repeater, basically, because blocks are an easy way to not use as many repeaters. And yeah, so that'll come down, and then this is an AND gate that works when this is off, and then this gets a signal, that'll come up, and this torch will turn on and activate more command blocks to do more things. So let's look at those things. We're going to come back through here, and I think, because it's just me, and we're going to go and I'm going to make my own teams. Right, I haven't put a command block in for that yet. So we're going to randomize the teams. Oh, right. Game mode 2. Will that work now? No? Okay. Well, let's take a little Y. Say, randomizing teams, yes. I think I know why. Team battle is this one. Yes. Right. Because I've changed all my command blocks to work with MC Edit filters because I'm going to be copying and pasting and yeah. Okay. So I haven't actually updated that yet, but we're going to do it. So what's going to happen when you press that button is I can't get in, it'll teleport you into here. This will teleport, the idea here is it'll teleport all the players into here, and then you'll see the players disappear one by one. And as players disappear, with this nice little hopper timer, it's just 50-50 to red and blue. So that'll go to Team Deathmatch, say 1, and this will go to Team Deathmatch, say 2. And what those are is they come over here, and it's more command blocks that will... There's a teleport to the waiting area. This will set your team on the scoreboard, and that will say ETP has been sent to Team 2. So if I activate this with a button, right here, so X-Factorian set to Team 2, set the score for player to 2. So if I press tab, nope, I changed it, that one. So now that 1 there signifies that I'm on Team 2. No, that signifies that I'm on Team 1 because that doesn't work. Anyway, this is the same thing. So now that I'm on a team, I'll be teleported into this room. There's a lot of teleporting, I know, but I like it. We're going to look into, this is the draft area, Mark 1. So just come in here and then everyone will press a button to what team they want to be on. Now, the waiting area. This is nice and simple. So if you don't like the teams, there's reshuffle buttons that aren't updated. So that will say Team 2 wants to reshuffle teams. And then if Team 1 also wants to reshuffle teams, then it'll go back to the shuffle area, just for fun. And then ready button, again, Team 2 is ready, and that cancels out the reshuffle. And then Team 1 is ready. And then when both teams are ready, it does more command block magic. Place that, we'll come out here, and these will teleport all the players with score Team 2 and all the players with score Team 1 into the class selection area. So, oh, this one isn't set up. I think if I go to TP 1000, 64,000. Yes, here we go. So this was Mark 1 of the stage, but this has a working team selection. So go down here. This was for free for all. But this has the spawn system and the team selection system. So we'll look at this. This is obviously testing stuff. So we have here our nice platforms. So that's going to shuffle the objective. We have warrior, archer, magician or wizard, squire, priest, and thief. Or rogue, I think I call it. So I'm going to step on here. Yep. There we go. So now I am in the spawn selection. There's no pressure pad there, so it didn't do anything. Did that not... Oh, you know what? Jeez, I really should have looked at this a little harder. Or why did that not... So that teleported me to here. Yeah. That's weird. Yeah, rogue. This should have worked. Well, this is why I'm... So yeah, that should... There we go. That's better. So that cleared my inventory, removing a lot of items, and gave me enchanted armor, splash potion of leaping, and dagger. Dagger is just flint, yes, but I like it. It's cool as a... It sort of works as a weapon. If you enchant it with sharpness 8, that's 2 hits to kill a zombie, I think, with a flint. So yeah, give or take. Now we got the splash potion of leaping, which is cool. I put that down, and I'm on creative mode, and that'll let you leap about 5 blocks. So the whole map, this whole stage right now is tuned around that. So you can sort of I like jumping on these trees, and then these trees were set up for a nice parkour run to the other castle. But the stage is irrelevant right now because it's been redone. So that's the whole class selection system. And I don't think there's anything left here. So with the other half of the video, give or take, we're going to jump over to the stage. Cue crossfade. Alright. Here we have Mark II of the field, which was I sort of started and then just stopped because I didn't like it as much. The idea was that it would still be the two castles, but they would be more linear in line with each other instead of on opposing corners, so it would create more of a battlefield in the middle. And then the idea for the village would to be, so it wasn't a whole open map, it would give areas where the players couldn't go. Then there'd be fences and stuff around, so. But I didn't like that, especially because of the leaping potion would mean like everything would have to be 6 blocks high in order to stop players from going there. And it just seemed useless and too much work to do. And yeah, so I gave up on that and then built this, which I'm really liking so far. And this is what I'm going to focus on, I think, for a little bit, a couple of mechanics on this stage for the game modes. And so I'll just show you around here, is we have 2 clear team areas, which is necessary in team-focused games, which 4 out of the 5 games will be, or 3 out of the 5 games will be for sure. So we're going to start, we have this nice central area, which is sort of both colors because it's central. And then we go over here, and the stage is perfectly symmetrical, minus the trees in quarters. So we'll just go back here and look at this. We got the castle, sort of a work in progress. We've got lookout points, which are accessible from 3 angles and above. We've got a tower, which is accessible from, which is usable as a hunter from the front, accessible from the back, the bottom, and above, and accessible from here if you're a rogue. And then we've got the back, which isn't finished. And then we've got this room back here, which is going to be for, I think I set it up over there. This is going to be for attack and defend. This room is going to be 1 point. And I think I have to make it accessible from above somehow, or more accessible. I didn't realize I was going to use it as a spawn room, so the teams would have protected spawns, but I didn't really like it because it was a small castle. And yeah, so we got the team flag up there. Capture the flag will be based out of this room too, so you have to, wait, no it won't, that's back here. I changed my mind on that. Anyway, so you come back here, and these pathways are all, I think, necessary, because what it creates is it creates a team platform where objectives are based around, but it creates several routes in getting there. Like you can come around the back here, and then you can go up here, or then you can go down and around, and yeah, there's tons of ways to get around the map. And there's also tons of ways to fall off the map, which is good. But that may be changed or nerfed, because I think there's classes with knockback on them, so I may put fences around and stuff like that. And then we got team spawn platforms, which I was just toying the idea with. There's going to be a lot of balancing once I finally get multiplayer testing with regards to spawning, I think, because I don't want to spawn teams too close to the middle, and yet I don't want to spawn teams too close to the objective, or the other team's objective, or their own objective. So if you're playing Capture the Flag, I can't spawn blue players right next to the blue flag, because red players would come back, kill them, and then they'd respawn right next to the flag. So that one's pretty obvious. Same thing with attack and defend. Like, I can't spawn people right next to the defend point, and yeah. So we're going to do some balancing on that. And then we'll come back here, and this is what I was working on most recently, was attack and defend points. So the idea would be if the block is up, then it's active, and then this would probably be a block swapper, to be honest, once it's all done. But you come over, and it would be player detection, so you'd have to stand right next to it for 5 seconds or 10 seconds to destroy it. And yeah. And then this would be the flag capture point. And there's no command blocks whatsoever in the stage yet, because I haven't finished the stage, and I'm going to do that once it all goes to the main map area with the team selection and everything like that. What else do we have here? Ah, yes. these platforms over here. Now this is something I've just recently, actually everything's been recent, but this is the most recent addition, is these platforms off to the side. I thought the sides were too linear, so I've decided to add sort of things off to the side. And these are going to be for perks or debuffs, I guess, for players. It's going to need balancing, obviously, everything will. But the idea would be you come around here, and I've already decided this is too short, but it would be a precarious leap, and you could easily get knocked off by a single hit. But if you'd come over here, and this platform needs to be smaller, because again, you come over here and you'd have to do something, whether, I don't know, I was thinking about like parkour up to the top or something, or more jumping than what's required here, because this is like 2 jumps and you're across. But this would then either activate a beacon for a team, or now that there's the /effect button, like it would give a team a buff. So if you're playing capture the flag, it would give your team like a speed boost or something. I don't know. We'd have to play around with that. And then the same thing over here. I might do one is a buff for your team, and then one is a debuff against the other team. I was thinking about using custom spawners, because you can activate and deactivate them. So using custom spawners to like spawn zombies or a couple witches or something on the other team's side. I don't know. We'd have to. I really like the idea of witches riding bats around, or if I can get them. If I turn mob griefing off, we could do creepers riding bats or something like that. It'd be relatively easy to do that. And yeah. So we've got all these platforms around here. I think what I'm gonna do, I don't actually think I have time to work on anything drastic, like a full mechanism, because we sort of looked around the stage a lot. I've given you an idea of what I'm working with. So yeah, I think I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead on this, and then do another video where I have a lot more time to work on a mechanism with teleportation. This will just be it'll just be a test mechanism. I won't put it in here. I'll go into a redstone world. But yeah. Well, if you made it with me to the end of the video, I thank you for watching, and this will give me a reason to complete the map. If you enjoyed, or if you want any questions, don't hesitate to ask them, and I will see you next time.